In this video, I want to talk to you about what to do if you fail your CeMAP exams. Because everybody does a big song and dance about passing CeMAP, but not everybody passes the first time round. In fact, most people don't pass on their first go. So I'm going to put together, or I wanted to put together, a little video just to walk you through the things that you can do that can help you kind of get back on the horse with it. Because I know how it feels to fail your CeMAP exams, and it is the worst. And the first thing that you should do is sulk. When you get those results and you see that you've not passed, if you've genuinely put the effort in, it doesn't feel fair. So it's okay to throw your toys out the pram and to tell people that you never want to look at CeMAP ever again. But the question that you have to ask yourself is, why were you doing CeMAP in the first place? And if your heart was never in it in the first place, this will be the point at which you put it in the bin. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you were doing CeMAP to achieve a particular goal, whether that's a pay rise, a change in career, to have more flexible working, whatever that is, you are probably going to want to pick CeMAP back up again. And that's fine, but sulk about it first, because it sucks. Try not to let that last too long, like 1 or 2 days or till the end of the week is fine. But once you reach the end of that week, at that point, we can do a little bit of reflection. A lot of people don't realize that you can get an analysis sheet. So where you log into the LIBF platform to get your results, underneath your results that will tell you that you've failed and it will hurt is a button that says analysis sheet. If you press that button, it will download you a PDF, and that will show you where you got the marks and where you missed the marks in your exam. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the questions that you're asked. It just gives you generalized topic areas. The difficulty is that right across the board, especially for CeMAP 1 and for CeMAP 2, the topics that they judge you on do not correlate to your textbook whatsoever. So it doesn't say, for example, well, you missed all of the marks in chapters 1 to 3, but you got all of the marks in chapters 4, 5, and 6. Instead, it will give you basic subject points that can be dotted all around the textbook. The best way that you can figure out exactly where you went wrong is to look for the key words in your analysis sheet and then go to the back of your CeMAP textbook, and you can have a look to see which words in the blurb correlate to the bits on your analysis sheet. It does take a little bit of time. If you are already a student of mine, and that means that you've bought any package, it doesn't matter whether it's the Kickstarter packet or the e-learning package or the 6-week course, I will guide you through that. So actually you can send me your analysis sheet and I will tell you where you missed the marks and what part of your studies you need to revisit to kind of give you a strategy to move forward. Now, if you only missed out by a couple of marks, I would say get your resit booked in for as soon as possible, because the difficulty with CeMAP is the longer you sleep on the information, the more you are going to forget. So if you missed out by 4 marks or less, try and get it reset within the week. There'll be a couple of key topic areas that you need to revisit, but it is not a huge amount of work. If you failed by more than that amount, I would probably say let's have a look at whichever way you are studying. Now, if you are just studying with the textbook and all you've been doing is reading, maybe that's when you want to incorporate highlighting and flashcards. It might be that this is the point at which you decide to step up and invest in some sort of support, whether that's through me or through another provider. Actually, most students don't find me until they've sat CeMAP and failed pretty spectacularly, and then they go, okay, this isn't working. That's absolutely fine, because I can help with all of those next steps. But have a look at how you were studying. If you're a few marks off, don't buy anything. I'd say you're really, really close. If you were quite far off what you needed, I would say, okay, let's have a look at how you're studying from the textbook, and make sure you check out my How to Study from the Textbook video, because that could help. If you feel like that's still not enough, that's the point at which you might want to look at something like an e-learning platform where you can listen to stuff on the go. The flashcards are all made for you. It just takes a lot of the legwork out of the study. But it is important to make sure that you keep the momentum going. Whether it's CeMAP 1, CeMAP 2, or CeMAP 3, it doesn't matter. A fail hurts, but it is just a bump in the road. And a lot of people forget that it's a journey. Their brain goes, okay, well, I just need to be CeMAP qualified. Actually, no. You want to be a mortgage advisor, or you want to earn more money, or you want to spend more time with your kids. That's the goal. Getting CeMAP qualified is just one of the steps in that goal. And if you've failed, it doesn't mean that you're dumb or that you can't do it. It just means that we need to be a little bit smarter about how you go back to the material. Hope this video has been helpful. As always, please make sure you like and subscribe if you found it useful. Definitely go and check out 12 hours worth of completely free CeMAP content. I will link it in the description. I've got it for CeMAP 1 and for CeMAP 2 and 3. So if you are halfway through your studies, you can still benefit from that material. And I will catch you for the next one.